YouTube, how y'all doing? I hope you're having a good day. You know what I'm saying? We got ourselves how Ice Spice lost 83% of her audience. Now, I mean, shit, I feel like her career's done at this point, bro. I feel like she hit her wave. You know what I mean? You know, I feel like, I don't know. I didn't really feel like her music was that great. I didn't really feel like she was gonna last long. She just felt like industry planty. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if she actually is, but I don't know. But let's get to this video, Brad, cause
Ice Spice done lost 83% of her audience in the past year. And I mean, we can look at the numbers. Her last project did 28K first week. She turns around, drops a deluxe, and that did 4,800 first week, not to mention all the other controversy she done been into. One point, she getting booed off stage, and this wasn't like a long time ago. This was the beginning of this year. We seen Ice Spice get booed off stage. She come out, she do a little bad performance. People wasn't having it. Ice Spice really is one of the most interesting characters in hip hop. We done seen her in so many different problems and issues with different people over the years, whether it was
I'm not gonna lie, I guess she did. I don't know. I don't really know what she really went through. The only thing I remember is that she went on Ozempic.
her little situation with Drake.
She started taking with Ozempic.
Or getting full-on exposed by a quote-unquote former friend of hers.
Who's the former friend?
With Ice Spice, we have one of the fastest rises in rap, in modern day hip hop. But was the longevity there? That's a question we kind of seen getting answered with time.
No, we already knew she wasn't gonna last, bro. She just didn't have, like, you know what I mean? Apparently, oh, you know, I forgot. Apparently, she was stealing lyrics, too.
The sales decreasing, to the internet just being mad at her. I mean, that's something we done seen happen time and time again. Prime example, back in 2022, early show, she getting backlash. She would come out, she would do this show, and people wasn't messing with it. So many people wasn't messing with it that XXL would write a whole article just talking about this performance. And the backlash she got. They would say this: Ice Spice is arguably one of the hottest newcomers in the rap game, but her less than stellar performance at 2022 Rolling Loud New York has garnered mixed reactions from fans. Rest in peace, Rolling Loud New York. you are missed. On Friday, September 23rd, Ice Spice made a surprise cameo appearance doing Fabio Foreign set at the Rolling Loud 22 New York. The 22-year-old rap newbie performed her viral track Munch.
You thought I was feeling you? That nigga's a munch. I don't know. Eat that ass for dinner and lunch? Is that what she said, bro? I don't know. I don't know what she said right there, to be honest.
Delight. However, some people on social media were highly critical of Ice Spice's lackluster performance, and it was a big conversation at this time about Ice Spice and her whole career. But like I said, Ice Spice's career been full of controversy and antics, and the antics surrounding Ice Spice has been real bad. Been there really since her time early into the music space. Ice Spice's whole brand was built around antics. You know, you think of 6ix9ine, what was his antic? Oh man, nigga, I beef with everybody.
Yeah, he beefs with everybody, bro. Bro, did this nigga 6ix9ine show up in the middle of like O Block at like 4 o'clock in the morning or some shit, bro? What the fuck, yo, 6ix9ine is a fucking character, bro. And then the whole incident, and then
I'ma say what I want.
Yeah,
I don't care. Ice Spice antic was shaking ass, and people loved her whole image being this sex appeal thing. Also came with its bad peers. So at the same time, we seeing all this talk about Ice Spice not necessarily being about the music, but more her as a personality. Problems would start the show. Y'all know we in this fast food era of music. There's really no going around it. I could make a whole video.
Fast food era is insane, bruh.
Talking about the type of music.
Oh, this is Lil Pump. I heard Lil Pump was doing good now, though. I heard Lil Pump was just chilling, though. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I didn't really, like, you know, resonate with his music, to be honest, but I heard he's doing good now.
Era we in right now. And you know, a lot of this modern day music ain't really bad, just a good bit of it lacks substance. But this is a conversation you done probably heard play over and over again throughout the years, and it also has something to do with how accessible music has become. You know, back in the day, niggas gotta go through hoops to, you know what I mean, get in the studio. If you broke, you can't really, you wasn't able to really record no music. You can't afford the studio, but now you can make a hit song on your phone. You make a hit song, post it on TikTok.
Yeah, you can make it on your phone. I could make a song on your computer, your PC, bro. Like, that's crazy.
That's how you going viral. You got you a hit song on the way. And that factor alone You know, it came with its pros and cons. On one hand, you know, a lot more people are able to do what they love. A lot more people is out here actually being able to make music and gain attention from it. But at that same time, with it being so accessible, a lot of people don't be giving a fuck. They're like, man, nigga, I can make this shit for free. It's gonna take me 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get on here, I'm gonna say what I want on this nice beat. Most of the time, you know.
Yeah, it's because of social media, everything has been so like instant now. You know what I mean? And that's the problem, is that like, because it's so instant, like, yeah, I you know, I blow up on YouTube, but you know, but I blow up on my first YouTube video. I don't have no experience. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if you like, the people who always last are the people who always, you know, they prepare themselves for the success that is coming their way, basically. Instead of just, oh, I'm waiting for that first video just to hit. I'm this video gonna blow up. Let me go on TikTok real quick, post a few TikToks, blow up my shit. You know, the success won't last, especially if your content is short term. You know what I mean? Short term content. You know what I mean? You know, the people who be themselves, the people who have the most fun and actually care the most, are always the ones who last. You know what I mean? And because they put in more effort, they put in more time, they prepare themselves for the success that's coming their way.
A lot of these producers do be caring, if we're gonna be honest, but that's probably how niggas was feeling. And Ice Spice kind of fell into that trap. The overall landscape of her career was, I look good,
and that's
I make
it.
This real mediocre lullaby type music. And so not only was she not talking about anything, not only was the music not really there, it was,
she could have moved to like, she could have just became a streamer or something, bro.
a recipe
like,
for disaster. Well, not kind of. It was a recipe for disaster.
Oh, we all knew.
More known as a personality than this rapper. And time again, we done seen that play out real bad.
Lil TJ.
But throughout the time of her being in all of these antics, of course, someone else would come into the picture at one point. I mean, it kind of set a pattern for these strange problems in the future. So Ice Spice seen the industry. She looked good. Of course, rappers gonna start gravitating toward Ice Spice. One of these rappers so happened to be Lil TJ. And at one point, they had that little thing going on. I don't know if they was dating. I don't know if they were just, you know what I mean, getting it in. I don't know what they had going on, but they had something. And it was a conversation. And people were paying attention to it. And they was working together. I mean, at one point, you know, they shooting music videos, they doing songs, and just so happens that Lil TJ pulling up to one of him and Ice Spice music video shoots, the man got arrested.
Oh.
Article write this: NYPD arrested Lil TJ in the Bronx, and now the rapper is in police custody for an alleged weapons violation.
What?
Law enforcement sources tell TMZ that TJ was arrested following a traffic stop in the Bronx on his way to film with Ice Spice. We told officers found a handgun in the vehicle, so they arrested him. But that wasn't the end of TJ problems with Ice Spice. Well, that wasn't necessarily a problem with Ice Spice. It just had something to do with it. But where a problem with TJ and Ice Spice will come up was, remember how I said Ice Spice quote unquote friend was exposing her? Well, TJ got brought up during this time period.
So in this part of the story, there was 3 people involved. There was Cleo Trapper, Baby Storm, and Ice Spice. Now, Baby Storm and Ice Spice had been quote unquote best friends for a long time. They were, you know, real close. Right along the time period where Cleo Trapper was going in on Ice Spice, we would have Baby Storm really adding on top of everything else.
Basically, she was accusing Ice Spice of dating TJ. She was like, nigga, you was dating TJ, but at the same time, you was dating Riot, who is one of, if not the most important part of Ice Spice's career. If Riot wasn't here, Ice Spice wouldn't be here. That was the producer that made everything for her, basically. So this.
Damn. Nah, bro. Ice Spice, you cooked, bro. Nah, she cooked. Nah. You got a whole boy. Nah, that's crazy. That she probably was dating them both at the same time. She was using Lil TJ to get into the booth, I'm guessing, to make her way up to the top. That's what she was doing, obviously.
His friend is like, you know, you was dating Riot.
If that's true.
Messing around with Lil TJ, you doing this with TJ, but you got this nigga at home. And this best friend would expose this to the internet. But not only would she expose this to the internet, she would text this nigga phone and then post the messages online. She would text Riot and say, Ice Spice cheated on you with TJ in 2022 and lied to your face about it. Then she had the audacity to sing about it on Gangsta Boo, the song that you produced. Go ask her about it. She was in love with him for almost a year. I'm sorry. It happened the night she slept in TJ's bed while you were in the house. Now, wait. I don't think, bro, there's no way these two could have actually been dating, because what do you mean? This nigga Riot was at the house with Ice Spice and TJ. And he let Ice Spice go and sleep in the bed with another nigga.
Maybe he liked her or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, bruh. That's
and
weird.
Then
I don't
he
know.
let her diss him on his own beat. There's no way that's actually what went down. And
nah, if that went down, that is so fucking... Nah, bro. Nah, bro. If that actually happened, though, my boy, bro. Time for you to level up in life, bro. Start hitting that gym, nigga. Hey. No fucking way, bro.
If that's really what happened, that Riot nigga got some problems. Because what you mean? She slept in the bed with this nigga while you was there and that's your girl. You know, that's a whole nother conversation. We ain't about to get into that. But look,
that's
before
crazy.
I keep going on, make sure you tap in with me on Instagram at GetLikePrince. I just dropped some
unless her friend was just a hater.
Nice pictures on there. You might as well go tap in.
Y'all can also subscribe and hit that like button. You know what I mean? Like, that would be very appreciated, bro. Because sometimes we gotta anyways, part 3, former friend. Okay.
So now that we on the topic of this friend, after she would fall out with Ice Spice, this
is Ice Spice's fucking autobiography right here.
Friend would, you know, describe and explain herself as to why she fell out with Ice Spice and why she's exposing her. She was saying that Ice Spice was real entitled. And the whole time that these two were on tour together, well, when she was with Ice Spice on tour, she was getting mistreated. And, you know, she was getting treated bad. Ice Spice was, you know what I mean? The vibe will write this. Ice Spice and her friend Cleo Trapper shared their disdain toward one another on social media, both accusing the other unsavory behavior. The back and forth started when Cleo Trapper detailed her experience on the Y2K tour on TikTok. In multiple videos, she described Ice Spice as calculated and said she was only invited to this tour to clean up Ice Spice's image after her text messages disparaging Nicki Minaj was leaked. Cleopatra would say, cause we never chilled on like some chill stuff. It was always in the blogs the next day and the song dropping. You actually have one time to show me that you jealous, intimidated, untrustworthy, fake, disloyal, a whole bunch of other words. And Cleopatra claimed she was only given a day to prepare for the tour, but was not included in the official tour promo. And she felt she was mistreated by Ice Spice. Okay. Her allegations also
the fact that they're arguing about this shit is even insane. I already feel like Ice Spice is in the wrong here. Like I already feel like I know I'm not trying to hate on Ice Spice, but like I'm leaning more towards her friend because whatever. I don't know, bro. I don't know. They just be fucking yapping, bro.
Being forced to change in bathrooms, coming out of pocket for hotel rooms, and not being paid.
Her soul it doesn't belong to the person above. Some people are lucky, and we're gonna call it luck. We're not gonna call it her being blessed, because I don't think the Lord will bless somebody like her. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cleo. So y'all know me. I've always been vocal about everything, about literally everything. Nobody can shut me up. Nobody can silence me.
She already speaking the truth. I already know. Ice Spice is 100% in the wrong. I'm feeling like, yeah, come on.
Like, was you silent?
She used you.
Or was you silent? Okay. And
she used the people around her to get to the level at where she's at now. Even though, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, who the fuck cares about Ice Spice? I'm just gonna keep it up. I don't care about Ice Spice.
Nobody's gonna do that to me. This video isn't to bash anyone. This is for me to speak on my experience and what I went through. And I want my fans to learn from this. My fans, my followers, my supporters, my future fans, followers, supporters. You don't even have to like me. I want y'all to literally take this situation that I'm about to break down to y'all and be inspired.
Can you get straight to the point?
By it. And
I'm just saying
that no matter what the opportunity is,
nobody
should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity. It does not matter. It does not give a door, an open way for somebody to try to humiliate you or try to make you feel less than. And as a black woman, a confident one who knows exactly who she is and exactly what she wants in this world, people are so intimidated by it. And it's either you're intimidated and scared of it, or you love it and you just love it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I was around somebody who was clearly intimidated by me, like, and just who I am as a person. So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have rentals. I have things that I focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage. I was like,
she must say, nah.
like, oh, wait.
Okay.
Like, I guess this girl, in my head, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed, like, a month ago. Like, she's really trying to, like, you know, be a actual friend, because that shit was weird as fuck. And I checked her about that shit, and even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no fucking reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian. Like, girl, I met you a month before that video. I didn't even know you was Nigerian.
So she doing all this, exposing it, and she would go on and on dragging Ice Spice. And around the same time, Baby Storm would get on Twitter and say this. The only reason I'm saying this now is because I thought Ice Spice was a real friend. I've known her since we were 13.
Yeah, she used these niggas to level up 100%. She used them to level up, bro. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. No. Nah. And no wonder why she's failing, because if she was really authentic, she wouldn't have done all this in the first place. She wouldn't have done all this in the first place. She fake, bro.
We went to the same grade school and high school together. She was my high school bully, but I forgave her because she apologized for bullying me. She only tried to rekindle with me when I started doing music and got some motion. She used my connections and my resources.
Yep, exactly.
To make her way to the top and pretended to be my friend. She forced everyone in her life to sign an NDA, including me, but the only person I'm signed to is God, so I will speak the truth. She would say, Ice Spice did everything in her power to make sure my career would never take off. She did everything you could possibly think of and more, but I'm not afraid of her anymore. This is the truth. But the thing about this friend, the internet kind of felt like she was crazy, because before the whole Ice Spice exposing situation, she would be online making weird ass TikToks. I mean, just listen.
Donald Trump is going to be assassinated this year before the upcoming 2024 election.
Well, she was almost correct. I'll give her that. Let's give her that. She was almost fucking correct. She was almost correct. She was almost correct, you guys.
His death is what is ultimately going to cause a civil war in the United States. If you want to...
I feel like that's going to happen regardless, whether he's dead or not, to be honest. I'm just going to keep it a bean. We're cooked. I'm just saying, bro.
Know what the Civil War will look like. Go to any movie theater and just watch the movie Civil War. That is exactly what will happen in the United States. It is not just a movie. That will happen exactly how you see it in the movie theaters.
And I'm not gonna lie, she was low-key shit posting, like crazy posting, just yapping. She really wasn't wrong about that assassination.
Yeah, she really wasn't wrong. That almost did happen. That almost did fucking happen.
Because keep in mind, nigga, this TikTok was posted before July of 2024.
Oh my gosh.
You know what happened in that month? That failed attempt against Trump. I'm bullshitting, but this wasn't like a one-time thing with her. A lot of her posts was her, you know, talking like this. And so when people dug into her TikToks and dug into the things she said, a lot of what she said, or a lot of what people heard from her would go in one ear and out the other.
Okay,
but back to
USA.
Riot. Now, Riot was the main component of Ice Spice's career, a producer who was with her from the beginning. This man done basically produced every single big song you ever heard from Ice Spice. Every hit, he had a part. He writing, he doing the beat, he doing this, they working together. They actually said we're writing this on Riot. Riot USA has reached the A-list beatmaker status in 2023. As the mastermind from a vast majority of songs from Ice Spice in April, Riot and Ice Spice song cracked the top 5 on Billboard Hot 100s for the first time with Princess Diana, along with Nicki Minaj, debuting at number 4 after landing a global publishing deal with Warner Chapel Music back in June. Riot done earned Producer of the Year from BMI R&B Hip Hop Awards over the summer.
Hey, Riot going crazy,
Now Riot USA closes out his breakthrough year with hopes of taking home a Grammy for Best Rap Song in 2024 with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj, Barbie song. So he came on with Ice Spice. Then the whole little TJ situation happened, and there wasn't like a true public fallout between the two. But Riot really used that momentum he got from being with Ice Spice and working with Ice Spice to kind of trying to create his own rap career. Just the other day, he on stream with Playboy Max rapping.
Nice.
He wasn't making beats. He was rapping, but he's still locked in. I mean, this nigga, not only was he on stream play.
I didn't know that. I know Playboy Max be going crazy with the like rappers and stuff. He had Will Smith on this bitch, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Playboy Max not only has he been making this music, he was giving beats to speed out of everybody. But past that Riot situation, the beef with Ice Spice's friend like wasn't the only big beef she was gonna face. Another one was her and Lotto. Now, these two would be on a borderline war with their fan bases. So, Lotto and Nicki, they beefing, right? If you watch my vid back on Nicki, she doesn't beef with everybody. So, Lotto and Nicki got their And for a long period of time, Ice Spice and Nicki was always together. They had the Barbie song together. They pushing each other music. You see them together a lot. And Lotto beefing with Nicki had to create some tension with her and Ice Spice. And slowly, with time, this beef started brewing. It started cooking up. And people were speculating on if Ice Spice was dropping a line on Lotto, or if Lotto was dropping a line on Ice Spice. It was a lot going on, and people was wondering.
Why did this beef start in the first place, first of all? That's what I want to know.
If this was going to be a full-on rap war between these two female artists, or was it just going to stay on social media? Was it just going to be a couple shots, you know, talking shit?
Okay, yeah, Lotto also.
I don't remember this.
Picture, you can see Ice Spice, like, she's like sitting right by the Ice Spice thing. Is this, ain't this Ruby Rose? So I think her thing is like, oh no, I wasn't dissing anyone. It's like, yo, she's trying to say, if the shoe fits, wear it. But you could tell she's trying to antagonize Ice Spice. Like, you have
she put her in the
front.
The
back of your snippet, you're taking a picture by her face when there's a bunch of women faces there, right? You're trying to make sure people know it's Ice Spice.
Being in the back in that video, was that the wreck hit?
You came right to it. I did not do that on purpose.
Right.
Okay. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and she took it like you did it on purpose.
Oh, well then let's do it then. Like, it wasn't
she got offended.
like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. I swear to God, like, it wasn't like that. Mind you, I'm in Houston having a ball, leaving the club drunk as fuck. I'm like, let me make a little TikTok to this song I like.
She goes on live to explain it a little bit more.
Let me tell you something. I did the interview solely for the purpose, so I didn't have to like do shit like this, get on live, get on Twitter, and I'm just recording a TikTok. Shit don't be that deep. And on my mother, if I did see that video behind me, I still would have proceeded. Y'all need to stop this whole.
Hey, you think Nicki Minaj influenced Ice Spice to fucking get offended, bro? You think it was Nicki Minaj that influenced her to get mad? Or maybe she just, I don't know, maybe Ice Spice is just insecure or some shit. We don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
I think you could out-rap Ice Spice. I think Ice Spice is not here to rap battle. I think she knows how to maneuver this industry, and she realizes one important thing.
Yeah.
It's about likability, not talent these days. So, even going back to the whole Nicki Minaj thing, you know why? By the way, to me, Meg lost the battle, but she lost the battle and won the PR war. Nicki came off so nasty, so ugly. It came off, oh, I'm going at your dead mother. Like, by the way, that's all part of rap beef. So I'm not like over here like, oh my God, you should have did that.
A lot of people was like, nah, because
I mean, I don't think there's any rules in rap beefs.
They was feeling like Ice Spice was gonna get washed. And I mean, y'all done heard Ice Spice music. Y'all know how she rap. Y'all know what she raps about. And when you compare her music to Lotto, like, a lot of people don't be giving Lotto credit, but her ass can really rap. She can really bring substance if she want to.
I can probably, I've for sure, I would hope so, yeah.
So comparing these two and actually putting them.
Yeah, Ice Spice not really like, she more like, she like, I don't know, bro. She just, I don't know. I mean, I guess she's not an industry plant. She just took advantage of other people, using them to reach the top, and now she feel like she's entitled, and that's just,
them in a rap battle against each other where they dropping diss songs is kind of not fair. And we kind of seen the future and knew who would win this battle if they were to drop. If they were to get to dissing each other. And at one point, Lotto got questioned exactly on this topic. She beefed with Ice Spice. People get to question her. She kind of said what I said. this rap battle wouldn't be fair. Ice Spice wouldn't even want that. This what Billboard wrote. Lotto said, if I was to do a battle,
she not doing that
with
shit.
Somebody I'm gonna go tit for tat with. I really don't mean to throw shade, but why would she even want to do?
She would not want to do that because she know that's gonna fuck up her career.
Do that.
It's gonna mess up her PR image. Yeah.
Minaj, January back and forth, Quavo and Chris Brown beef, and of course the culture shifting Kendrick Drake beef. Rap battles have been a big phenomenon across hip hop this year, but Lotto and Ice Spice have been primarily concerned with sending subliminals to one another. Lotto would say, I feel like she's doing it in her lane. It's two different types of vibes. I don't even think she gives me the, oh, I want to engage in the actual rap.
No, she don't, bruh. She just talking shit, bruh. That's it. She
Everyone's
just
gonna
talking
take their
shit.
jazz in the music, and it's not even that serious to me. I feel like you should do that. But as far as actual whole diss records to each other, I don't even think she will want to do that. I feel like, would it even make sense?
Okay. Central C,
but 2024 was
damn, bruh. Nigga got all the evidence on Ice Spice.
Not only filled with her getting exposed by her friend, beefing with Lotto, beefing with whoever, it would also be a big situation with her and Central C. Her, Central C girlfriend, the three main players in this story.
Okay.
And like with Lil TJ.
What happened? Did this nigga have an affair with Ice Spice, bro?
There was a period of time where we seeing Central C and Ice Spice getting pushed together all the time now. Was there an actual relationship? Who knows? Ice Spice, Central C getting pushed together a lot. You seeing them always. People speculating. Are y'all together? And let me know if you want a vid on.
If they didn't say nothing, they definitely was not together. This was probably for like PR or some shit. You know
I've been thinking about, making a vid on Central C, especially with all the stuff that he done got into. And, he kind of got them gang times out in the UK, and that could make a good video. But they messing around. In their relationship, having all this build up, and then it led into Central C's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend at the time. They was getting into it. She seen all the little weird stuff going on with Ice Spice and Central C.
They got back together?
And then she would get on TikTok explaining her side of the situation, explain the situation, and this went viral.
Okay.
Obviously not. You told me to stand up, so I'm standing up. Let me tell you how I did not know that any of this was gonna fucking happen. Let me take you guys back a couple months. I'm laid up in bed with Pookie, and he comes to me, and he's like, I have a new song to show. And
she calls him Pookie. Pookie.
I'm like, yes, serenade me. I'm like ready to hear some poetry. And then he plays me his verse. I'm like, what the fuck? Not only did you just snitch on yourself that you're cheating, but you just told me exactly how. Give me your fucking phone. You're telling me ZK Trappy69 with the wet emoji is not your childhood friend? He tells me it's just marketing and I know how the internet works, so I just forget about it. A while later, he tells me that he wants to hire an influencer to do like a lip-syncing video to one of his older songs. And I'm like, okay. Makes sense. Then he's like, I'm gonna send her a car because she asked for one. I was like, okay, makes sense. He didn't tell me he was sending her his personal car to start a dating rumor with her. I was with you guys, knees deep in that comment section, asking if we were.
But all of these different situations and everything else led her up to one moment, led Ice Spice up to the moment of her debut album. When people, came across the idea that Ice Spice might be dropping an actual album, people questioned it because that music is real fast food. Like would a person really want to sit and listen to a full Ice Spice album?
Fuck no, nigga. I'm just gonna be honest. I wouldn't. Would y'all? Probably not. Let's just be honest.
That was a question that was brought.
I want to see that fat ass shake.
Online,
I don't want to see none of this other shit. Let me see that fat ass shake.
It's a question that we would see answered when time came for this album to drop. So honestly, leading up to this project, people wasn't really expecting this good album. They wasn't expecting nothing crazy. They was expecting 20 songs of Ice Spice. This album came out and it flopped, and it did 28K for an artist her size that had 45, probably 50 million monthly listeners at that time. That sparked up a whole conversation surrounding Ice Spice. And so now everybody, talking about Ice Spice, did she fall off or is she trash, blah, blah, blah. When all this backlash would come out, she would kind of respond really not caring. Well, I'm not going to say not caring, but her perspective, the way she looked at the situation was really in the right place. Because it wasn't like, oh, fuck y'all, my album did bad, but I don't care. She was just on some, this project did better than my last one. They said we're on Monday, August 5th.
Nice. Okay. That's a good way. That's nice. She didn't crash out. She didn't get mad. She just, it did better than the last one. That's actually a good thing.
Ice Spice sales came out, and it sold 28,000 copies first week. After the news surfaced online, Ice Spice typed up a response regarding her latest accomplishment. Although the multi-platinum artist expressed her gratitude about her album sales, she seemed more psyched about what she experienced during her tour. Ice Spice would say, "My last project, Light, did 15K, so thank you to everyone who supported me then, and thank you to all the new supporters. Y2K World Tour has been fun, and these numbers are cool and all, but you should have seen that crowd I had last night." This a month after this, she would come out and she would drop a deluxe. Problem with that deluxe was it did 4,800 copies first week. For an artist her size, you could ask anybody if they know Ice Spice. And they would say, you can go ask your damn grandma. You know who Ice Spice is? She's gonna say yes. So Ice Spice, her brand has reach all over the world. But when it comes to the actual music,
it's just not there. But I feel like she could use her brand for something else though. Like she could be a streamer. She could do a lot of shit. She could do a lot of shit. Hey, she has a lot of leeway on what she can do. So
really, that's not there. You know, at the same time she dropping this project, you know, that was around the time she got booed off stage, and that caused its own controversy. And really throughout 2025, we haven't got a lot from Ice Spice. We got a little single from her in June, but it was more of a feature. It was a remix. But other than that, she hasn't dropped no album. She hasn't really been in no crazy big situations. We just seen her, you know, in a relationship or doing this or doing that. And what's next for Ice Spice is a very hard question to answer, because we done seen such a big drop off already. And unless she has
she need to come up with something. She just needs to come up. She needs to figure out something. That's all she needs to do. You know, maybe music isn't for her, you know, but maybe everybody knows who she is, so you know, I don't know. She could start a fucking podcast or some shit, bro. I don't fucking know. She could become a model. She could become she could do a lot. I mean, you know.
It's like an entire sound change. I don't know if Ice Spice announcing a new project or dropping new singles is gonna bring actual attention. I feel like Ice Spice might just become like a really big personality. Like, someone telling me a year from now, she gonna be YouTuber. She gonna be streaming and shit. But
yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. But you know, she does have an audience, so.
What do y'all think about Ice Spice? Do y'all really enjoy?
Look, I don't know. I don't know if she's entitled. I don't know if she's evil. I don't know what they were saying. Maybe the friend was just jealous, or ex-friend. You know, maybe, you know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know Ice Spice. Don't take this video too personally. You know, I know earlier I was like, she fucking taking advantage, reach to the top. But, you know, we don't know if that's true. You know, we don't know if that's true. I mean, did Riot say anything? If he didn't say anything, then they probably were never dating. Maybe he just branched off, did his own thing. I mean, so, you know, they never, if I feel like if this was a lot bigger, but shit, I mean, I feel like she just lost her audience because her brand is more, he's right, like her brand is more personality than it is music. I don't think of her because of her music. I think of her because of that fat ass. I'm just gonna keep it a beat. Like, let's just keep it a bean. And so, but she could figure out something. It's not like it's over for her or anything like that. She could definitely come back, bro. She has the potential. So I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, a good night, a good lunch. I love y'all, man. Stay safe. Peace.